Sí, sí quedó bien. La abajo no están echando un hoyo ahí. Mira, ahí abajo.
Es que del otro lado está bien chueco. Tráete un palito. Y hay otro pedacito.
¿Sí, así? ¿Solo la arriba está chueco?
No, ven, esto cómo está así.
Oh. Sí, está poniendo más plano. ¿Mejor? Ey.
Ya no está abierto como está.
Enseña la cámara cómo mira de arriba de lenta. Quiero terminar este parte de muro. Y también necesito terminar lo otro afuera. Y aquí luego vamos a construir nuestra cocina de afuera. Pero primero necesito terminar los castillos. Necesito poniendo el techo. Nosotros ayer está poniendo roca y otras piedras en el lado afuera por estar más resistente. Pero ahorita están echando la molde por la castillo y vamos a llenarlo con concreto.
¿Se mira derecho?
Sí, en verdad mira mejor así. Porque luego cuando nosotros poniendo el techo, necesito todo bien plano. Como Mauro sabemos unas cosas de eso, está mejor que nosotros echarle trabajo. No necesito contratar a alguien o pagar a alguien extra, solo nosotros. No vas a ser perfecto, pero vas a funcionar. And right now he is tightening the wire so that way the frame doesn't come off or slip or move when we fill it with concrete. But yeah, we've got to do another part of the outside. And the whole reason why we're getting these two filled is because we're gonna put a roof on here, and we need this whole wall flat so we can build on the roof. So whenever we have our outside kitchen here, that we're gonna put like little exhaust holes for smoke, but we don't want any rain or anything to come in, so we need to build a roof. Then for the other one, we actually have to go outside and build it. And then, okay. Okay. And what we have to do also is we have to go back and repatch this corner here. Settled a little bit after we built it, because on the other side of this wall, water runs down and it kind of corroded the outside dirt. So yesterday we had to fill in around this area with a lot of rock and that to help reinforce it. So when we go on the other side, I'll show you that, but we do have to go back and see the other side. It pulled about a ½ inch, so we have to repatch this wall. And what Mauro's doing right now is he's actually pulling the wires a bit tighter without actually tightening the wires. He's putting pressure on so that way they stay tight whenever the concrete's poured. No está tan chueco, ¿no?
Acá sí está poquito chueco, pero
está bien.
Sí, tal vez estar así. Ya no lo puedo jalar.
¿Qué de arriba?
Necesita estar así.
Como medio pulgada.
Más de media pulgada.
Entonces vas a estar adentro. Vas a usarlo por abrir. Oh, vas a usar por abrirlo a la fuerza.
Así pensando.
Chécalo, chécalo.
Ve.
Sí, mira bien. Ok.
Así. Ya este no necesita apretar, está hecho.
Ok, uno terminado. Vamos afuera a trabajar el otro. ¿Que necesita echar los hoyos primero que vamos afuera?
Lo voy a tratar de hacer acá.
Okay. Pero este va a estar un poco más difícil, ¿no? Porque solo necesito 2 lados. Okay, so we're getting ready to measure and build the second part of the box for this tower. They call it a Castillo. This is all the rock that we started putting down here to help with the erosion. And right now we're gonna feed the line through. All right, so the difference between this side and that side is because that side we had to do a side, a front, and another side. This one here we just had to do 2 sides. The other side was 3 sides. This side we just had to do here and here. So it's just a little bit different. And also you can see there's a bit of a gap at the top where, like I said, one side settled and it opened up a little bit. But we're gonna get it all fixed. Yep, we did all this work. This all used to be just a hill. But Mauro's coming and we're gonna get it all put together.
Correctamente el nivel y el agote.
El nivel y la bote. ¿Qué bote?
Allá está colgado donde me chamarra la...
Ay.
Ya está uno.
Ajá.
Este va a ir aquí, ve. Está más derecho arriba, este va acá. Acá y acá le voy a dejar el otro.
Ajá.
Para juntarlos acá con los dos.
Ahora. ¿Cuál pensando es más trabajo por ti? ¿Lo uno que primero hacer, que tiene 3 lados, o este?
Este es más fácil.
Este es más fácil, los 2 lados. ¿Lo más derecho? ¿Y cómo usa AAA? No vas a lastimar de la concreto, ¿no? Como el otro lado está plano, de la manera como este es AAA, si tiene aceite no vas a pegar nada, ¿no?
Pero no va a llegar, mejor necesita así abajo,
larguito.
porque el pinche alambre está hasta abajo. ¿Sí me entiendes?
Sí, necesita estar bien larguitos.
Necesita mínimo de 30, como de 34 como el otro.
Sí.
El 34 está hasta acá y este nomás tiene de 29. No va a dar por el pinche alambre.
Pero si corta bien derecho, no importa si está más larguito, ¿no? Solo el grueso es más importante. ¿Qué quieres? Ahí. ¿Dónde está tu marca?
Es esta, ¿no?
Ahí.
¿Sí, a ver este? Hasta el medio, fuera. Aquí. Sí, es esta. No sé por qué está esta.
Es así. Uy, uy, uy. Casi no alcanza. Está muy feliz tu fuego. ¿No quieres poniendo más podrido allá? Pues vamos, yo voy contigo, vamos a llevar antes que juntar. ¿Qué vas a hacer ahorita?
Destornillar.
Espera, mete tu chelita por luego, no la metan las pinches abejas. ¿Vamos a qué? ¿Píntalo o júntalo? Dame un segundo. Ok. Vamos a echar la prueba. ¿Cómo es? Oh, sí está bien. Yeah, we had to burn some rotten wood that was getting like eaten by the big black ants and that, so. And yes, we're being careful with burning. We have it up on the rocks and that, and it's not windy or anything today, so it's a good day to get some yard waste taken care of. And again, Mauro's using used motor oil. When we change our motor oil, he usually tries to keep some of it, just in case we have concrete projects like this. The used motor oil helps the concrete not to stick to the wood. Kind of makes a barrier between it, so it releases. ¿Quieres un poco más? So it releases the concrete Yeah, it's nice to be able to get some of these jobs done before it gets really, really hot. And we're supposed to get rain, I think, the next 4 days at least. So it's been good that I haven't really been having to water anything outside because of the rain coming. ¿No vas a pintarla abajo? Hola. Okay. Here we go. We're going to get ready to hang it up, and I will be back in a second once we got it hanged. Oh, and just to, this 2x4 right here, remember how I said that we have the gap on the inside? So what's going to happen is that this is going to get hung on the outside here, but we need to put the 2x4 inside so that way the concrete doesn't pour that way. So that's our 2 pieces. Okay, sorry about the sun, but you can see this is what that second board was for, because we did have the crack in here. Mauro right now is tightening up the outside, and we'll go see how it looks.
Así no necesita del otro lado.
¿Está bien apretado? Okay.
Tantito el de arriba. Hay que sale colado.
¿Cuántas bolsas hay? 4, 3. Y este no es puro concreto, este es lo concreto mezclado con roca y arena.
¿No hay un vasito acá?
Vamos a mirar. ¿Qué vas a hacer con la bolsa mojada?
Lo va a tapar el hoyo para que no se salga.
¿Sí pusiste agua primero? Un buen maestro debes que refrescar muy bien. Entonces la mezcla no está bien aguado, está más...
Está durito porque tiene que no se quede.
Okay.
Pero voy a empezar con esta primero.
Okay. Right now, Mauro's just getting the wet concrete bag and kind of plugging up some holes. The reason he's using the wet concrete bag is because it kind of fits in the holes and crevices, you know, a little bit more. The concrete is not watered down, it's a little bit thick. And he did pour some water already inside the hole. Enseña cómo mirar ahí con la papel.
No se ve por el sol.
So what we've got to do is we've got to do this the old-fashioned way. We've got to fill up the bucket and take it to...
Con este, no.
Pero no rían tanto tu cubeta. Vas a lastimar tu espalda. And concrete's really heavy, especially when it's dry, but more especially when it's wet. So he's got to be careful not to take such a big load up the stairs. Dame. See, Mauro's so strong. He's so strong. ¿Cuántos cree que necesito llevar? ¿3? ¿4?
Solo ya casi está llenando.
Está bien.
Vamos a echar una paladita.
Ok. ¿Ya está bien? Ok.
Un poquito para abajo. O dame otro poquitito.
¿Otro poquito? Ok. Enseña cómo está terminando. Y cómo está mirando arriba con los hoyos que necesito relleno. Okay, so now we're doing, or now Mauro is doing the next side. And what we want to end up doing is blocking off this before winter. So that way in here we can come out and we can have like an enclosed area that'll be warmed when we're cooking. To have like an outside cooking area. That's kind of the plan. So basically above the gazebo we've sealed and basically waterproofed So when it rains, no water comes out. And when we build the roof, we're gonna slant the roof down over here so that when the rain hits the gazebo, it'll run off to the side. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut out circles, kind of like a wood stove chimney. So when we're cooking over there, all the smoke in that will go up and out. So it's spring right now, and we've got a lot of work to do. So, ay, está rellenando mucho este vez. Yeah, he's gotta go wet the inside before he's crazy. I had a hard time just picking up one shovel of concrete, and he put, I think, 4 or 5 in there. He's gonna be sore. He's gonna be hurting. Vas a marcar tus. Oh. And I do have the dogs in the kennels right now because, as you can see, my gates are open. I do not let my doggies run because there's no point in keeping them closed because we have to go in and out and in and out. ¿Este vas a proteger?
El hombro.
Oh, próxima vez más chiquito. ¿Listo? No. Espera. Sí. Ay, okay. I can understand you wanting to get it done and over with, but he's got to be more careful. He's not as young as he used to be. He still feels young at heart, but dame. ¿Si vas a llevar mucho? Okay. Well, this one is going to take a lot more concrete. No lo rellena tanto. Así, así, así. Trying to stay out of the sun. ¿No está saliendo? He's going to make sure it's not coming out the other side. Okay. ¿Que necesito unos rocas o quieres intentar con esto y luego pusiste rocas? Y no tiene más concreto, ¿no?
Una bolsa ahí.
¿Sí es relleno? No.
Es que, ¿sabes por qué? ¿Sí te acuerdas que
Oh, está rellenando adentro de un block. Oh, the reason why it's taking more concrete. Let me show you. Okay, so this block right here is facing outward. It's open. So when we're pouring the concrete isn't going down just a solid it's actually filling up that block too, so that's why it's taking more. So we've got to open up one more bag and pinche block. Water?
El agua en la cartilla va.
Okay.
Por eso es que no
Es que rellenando la block. No manches. Más. And right now we're just using rainwater. We keep big buckets because right now it's like rain season. Free water. Agua gratis, la agua de lluvia. Mauro's using his favorite shovel. He uses that shovel for everything. Así hace. ¿Quieres piedras grandes o tú quieres un bote de las?
Sí.
Okay.
Te las paso acá.
Yo te voy a buscar 10. Okay. Okay, so Mauro got some rocks to fill in the gaps at the top and to put into that Castillo because the gaps are very deep. So before we put any concrete, we're going to fill it with rock and even maybe some crushed rock so that way the concrete stays on top. So as the sun goes down in the back, it's getting harder to record this way because I keep getting a glare. So we are finishing pouring the, see, what we're going to do is we mix the mortar with, we have some rock, and we're going to use that to just go ahead and fill up the top of the wall. So we're just going to fill up the top of the wall. We're going to have to get more supplies later. You see, we have a water bucket out here that we use to rain buckets. When it starts raining, we open it up and free water. Okay. Yeah, because what we do is we put it over here where the corners of the water, and it'll fill it up. And that's what we use. Okay, I gotta go get another beer. I'll be right back. It's yummy. Okay. I gotta go get the top board. Where's the top? There's the top. Because you never know what is gonna fly and go inside. And if you have cans that are all the same, they're all different colors. There's a pack of different colors, but they're kind of cool. All right, so what Mauro's doing right now is he put the rocks inside the wall. I'm gonna glare. He put the rocks inside the wall, and now he's got the wet bags of concrete, and he's kind of shoving them in there to kind of, again, we're trying to help not let all the concrete fall to the bottom. We do want to have it supported, but we want to keep most of the concrete around the top, so that way water doesn't go down in to the wall, which is, again, one reason why I do believe that we've got this problem here, is because this wall was not enclosed, and when it rained, all the water came down and started eroding. And so again, we ran out of concrete, so we just mixed a bag of mortar with some gravel. Tomorrow we're going to probably hit a hardware store and pick up some more supplies. But he didn't put a whole lot of gravel. That's a whole lot of gravel. And see, the sun goes from there all the way to the backyard. Nope, there's the sun. Darn it. Darn it, darn it. There we go. And then after we're done, I'll give him the camera and let him show you how it looks. ¿Si está rellenando bien o está bajando?
No, está ya, está tapado.
So he's less than halfway through. We'll see if we have enough to hopefully get the whole side done. But yeah, it doesn't look like it's getting loose or coming apart or dripping or anything like that. The other one looks awesome too, holding very well. Usually when they pour these, they don't take the frames off for 2 to 3 days, depending on the weather, to make sure that they are solid and, you know, stuck. So I'm gonna try to get some video over here of what it looks like. Now those holes obviously are not filled yet, but I just wanted to come and get a outside view of how tall I can go. Let's see. Right now I know he's over there filling his bucket. There's his shovel. And there he comes. Estás en la última parte, ¿no?
Ahora va a sobrar harto.
¿Sí?
Ahora sí nos pasamos, ¿no?
Ahora, pues, a lo mejor vamos a... No hay otro. Ahí enfrente, ¿sí?
Ahí abajo.
Ahí. Yep, he's gonna go get some more and do a little bit more work. But let me get back up here. And I'm turning around. And he's just gonna kind of work that down a little bit. And again with the sun over there, this is the best angle I can get to show you actually what he's doing and what he sees when he's up here. But it is a pretty day. Very, very pretty. Everything's getting to be green again. Everything's waking up. Of course, our little swamp lake is pretty dry. And we got all the birds living. As much as we try to put netting and stuff, the birds always come back. So noisy. But they're happy. Okay, so Mauro is finally done. So I'm gonna pass him up the phone so he can kind of show you what it looks like from where he's at. Bien relleno. Los castillos bien llenos.
Voy a poner allá donde la virgencita.
So we've got a little bit of concrete left. So let's see what Mauro wants to do with it. Okay, so Mauro wanted to come and use the last of the concrete to make a little slab. So that way he can put his statues on. Mary, Joseph, and baby Jesus. And then if we had any more, we'd put the angel down. There's Estrella. There's Star. Star, Star, Star. She's looking so fat. She's got puppies in there. We're taking her to the vet next week so I can do a blood test, but you can definitely tell her tummy is getting pretty big. Right, Mama? She's outside exercising and enjoying a little bit. You got your ball? What's Daddy doing? What's Daddy doing? Está saludando a la estrella.
Estrella. Where's the ball?
Dice, mira.
Where's the ball?
Dice, I got it right here.
Ya no puedes brincar ahorita.
No. Pues sí, todavía quiere, pero... ¿Cuántos cochoritos vas a tener? A la -8 creo, porque mira su panzota. Panzosota. Y solo ahorita está a la mitad. Apenas puedo mirar que ella sí está poniendo gordota. Yep. Definitely looks like Star is pregnant. She does not have the thin figure she used to have, so next week I get to take her to get her blood drawn so we can do a blood test. ¿No te vas a poniendo algo ahí o escribo algo o no? Mira. ¿Qué piensas, Estrella? ¿Está bien? ¿Sí?
Ticos.
Mira su panzota. She's a good girl. Yeah. She's happy. She loves daddy. She loves her daddy. Well, Victor's her daddy. This is Grandpa. Yeah, he's so pretty. He's happy girl. Yeah, we don't let her out. We don't let her out with anybody else right now because with her being pregnant, we don't want her to rough house. We don't want her to, you know, get into any spats or anything. So she just has playtime. You done? Sí. Pues los dos puede, uno en una esquina, el otro en la otra esquina. Pero necesito pintar otra vez la ángel. Necesito agarrar pintura porque está despintada. Una azul y una cafecito por su cabello. Ok, ¿y ahora? Okay. Okay, so today is the next day. We got a little bit of rain, but Mauro's out here taking off the braces. I'm gonna get a close up here in a little bit, but as you can see in the corner, he's got that other brace off and he is taking the end brace off right now. And from this angle, you can actually see the whole top of the wall area that we filled up yesterday. So I'm trying to get a nice zoom in picture so you can see it. So, and I'll go down here in just a second. Right now it looks like he's trying to put up some braces. The braces are what's going to connect 2x4s from the top of the gazebo behind him to that. So he was only supposed to take off the braces, but it looks like he's doing some more stuff. Let's go down and see what he's doing. Todo el día está mojado, ¿no?
Como está fresco, pero va a esperar que seque.
¿Cómo si mira? Mira, muy bien, ¿no? Yeah, see how when we had the 2x4 in here, how it kind of blocked the concrete from coming in? Good job, good job. Very nice. Okay, so I'm finishing up this video here, just coming outside and showing you what it looks like all done. Still needs a day or two to dry, even though it's gonna probably rain the next couple days, but it's done. Let's go back up so I can get a top shot. All right, so this is the first part of us trying to get a outdoor kitchen-ish area kind of made. So don't forget to like, subscribe if you haven't, leave a thumbs up, and we will continue to show the progress and other parts that we're going to do. And we definitely appreciate your support, and we will see you in the next part. Thanks for watching.